YouTubers, Doom143, and I am back with another comic haul of justice. To be honest, I really had no intentions of doing a haul, but I don't know how you guys do you guys hauls, but anytime I pick up books or stuff like that coming from eBay, LCS, I put it all like, I have like this little shelf that I put it all, and then you know, as I see it getting higher and higher, I think to myself, you know what, it's time to do a haul. And yeah, I was getting to that point. I was actually going to wait for some books to come in, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go do the haul. I'm going to go do the haul. And so yeah, I figured, you know what, it's time. So I got a pretty good grip of books to go through. There's, you know, some spec plays in it. This being one of them, Lewis and Clark #1. This is a variant. This is the first appearance of the new Superboy. This book right here can go, you know, right around, gosh, you know, anywhere between 30 and 50. You can pick it up for 30 and less. I say pick it up. You know, right now there's that new the Superman that came out this past week. This is definitely the book you want to own if you want to spec on the new Superboy. And as far as Damian Wayne, if you want to spec on him, I would definitely pick this one up. This is a Batman 655. This is the variant, Andy Kubert variant. So these are the two books definitely you want to own if you want to spec on the new Superboy and new Robin that's out, which I think, you know, reading some of the DC stuff is that these guys are going to be around for, you know, a good while. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to see, you know, DC bringing in some new, you know, some new flavor and stuff like that. I like this book so much that I actually bought 2 of them, and I got both of them for lower than 30 bucks. So I was definitely glad to have this one. So yeah. So like I said, if this is the book you want to spec for the one that just came out this week, which is Superman #10. Love this cover. This is actually the regular cover. Love this cover. But I was actually very pleased to find this variant here. Not sure if you can see that too well. Let me see if I can get some light on it. Oh well. So yeah, I found this variant. It doesn't really go for much. $2–3. Well, sorry, $4. But yeah, you know, I really enjoyed this cover, and but I was really glad to find the variant. Superman just really seems to like choking out Batman a lot. When I saw this cover, it immediately reminded me of part of the Hush series, Batman 612, and yeah, he's just choking out Batman. So whatever, Superman's got to go do his thing, you know. But yeah, pretty cool. Can't wait to kind of just dig more into what happens to Damian Wayne and the new Superboy. And then, so the rest of the haul is basically like a lot of covers and some LCSs. Death of X, I just got this one, just basically for the cover. It reminds me of the George Perez cover that he did with Superman and then Supergirl in his arms. And I think there's another one like this where Cyclops also has Phoenix. So it's like, so it, you know, just going back and just kind of just doing the swipes on those. So, but this is a gorgeous cover. It's beautiful. The colors that they put into this, they did, I mean, a really awesome job on this one. And then you have this one. I also picked up this one for the cover. This is a nod to Frank Quitely, All-Star Superman #7. So this is Supergirl #9, Lost of Daughter of Krypton. I don't have a Superman #7, but I know that's like an homage to that one and stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's a gorgeous covers. Like I said, most of these ones that I picked up are just beautiful covers that I picked up. Such as this one, Miss Marvel, #40. Just picked this up this week. Gorgeous cover. This one was done by Takeda. This goes for about $5 to $10. Really wouldn't pick it up for anything more than that. But yeah, it just the background is beautiful, like the fire in the background, and then you got some awesome superhero it's all put together right here. So it's a, you know, she's in good company right there, man. Definitely. Another book that I picked up for a cover, Iron Man #5. This one is done by, I think I'm saying this right, Menerding. It's a Menerding variant. This one goes for about $2 to $4. Super dark color cover, but I really liked it. As soon as I picked it up, I knew I had to have it. It just spoke to me. It grabbed me, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta pick up that cover. That thing is super sick. Picked up Superman Blackest Night #2 again, just for the cover. On this one, I instantly, as soon as I picked it up, I'm like, this is a Greg Horn cover. This is a Greg Horn cover. There's no doubt. But no, this is actually Eddie Barrows. Barrows? Is that? I think I'm saying that right. Just another artist, Eddie Barrows, that, you know, not a lot of people are talking about. I feel like I should get more close into these, so you guys can kind of see the details a little bit better on this one. But yeah, these are Eddie Barrows covers. This is gorgeous cover. I just love the detail. There's so much detail in the face, and there's so much detail like when he grabs this shirt. I mean, this is sick. This sick cover. Just picked up these two. I bought these Lost Boys. I remember the movie when I was young. Picked this Lost Boy. I don't know how I feel about the variant. But it's cool. I picked up the regular cover and the variant for Lost Boys, and you can I guess I will see where this goes. I remember watching Lost Boys when I was a kid. I really enjoyed the movie, and so if this is anything like that or is homage, I'm not too sure. Maybe somebody can let me know. But I just remember really enjoying this show. So if it's anything like that, I'll definitely like it. I'm not too sure. Maybe my wife will like this cover. Again, picked up 2 more copies. I showed this in my last haul, but I picked up 2 more copies because I found them, because I love these covers so much. New Avengers 14 and New Avengers 4. So New Avengers 14, just a beautiful Frank Cho cover. There's a Nick Fury appearance in this one, and this is New Avengers #4. Thanks to I think Master X Spinner, and I want to say Longshanks told me that this was the first appearance of Maria Hill, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So thank you. I honestly just bought it just because I thought it was just a gorgeous cover. And it's always good to know that there's actually, you know, like a first appearance and stuff like that in the books that you kind of just pick up. I have a tendency to just pick up books just because of the cover. So I actually now have 2 copies of each. So I'm glad to have those. I also picked up a copy of New Avengers, what is this, #44. This is not a variant copy, but it's just, again, it's just one of those copies that's grabbed me. I'm very big into like cover collecting and stuff like that. I do have a pool that I read, but it's a very small pool of books that I read. And but most of the time, if I'm at a comic shop, if I find a cover that grabs me, I'll just pick it up and stuff like that. So yeah, if I sound tired, sorry. It's like 10:30 Hawaii time and it's past my bedtime. But yeah, man, it just, this hog just got so big. This is some books I found at my LCS. Beautiful Bill Sienkiewicz, Harley Quinn. Again, like I said, man, Bill Sienkiewicz is killing it with the Harley Quinn books. And found this gorgeous Adi Granoff, X-Men Legacy, number 233 or X-Men 233. Just a gorgeous Adi Granoff cover. I was trying to figure out who this was. I didn't know who the character was, and then I found out it's somebody named Proteus. I think that's right, Proteus. But I don't know who Proteus is, but this has to be Proteus's best cover. I mean, just look how like everything just like glows out. It's just awesome, man. I love this book. Adi Granoff, I swear he kills it. And the thing about it is you can find this for like $3. This is not an expensive book at all by any means. Even the other 2 books that I showed prior to that, or the 2 or 3 books, like I got all of these here for like just like cover price or maybe $5. Even though this is the first appearance of Maria Hill, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, it really wasn't going for much, but super stoked to have it. Bill Sienkiewicz, I'll pick him up all day long. I don't care who he's doing. Harley Quinn, whoever's. But yeah, so Adi Granoff, I mean, if you ever see this little sign right there, man, and you'll know. He does some great work. I love Adi Granoff's stuff. He gets a lot of props, but I think he definitely deserves more. Speaking of great artists, I found a couple of Adam Hughes books for $3, 167 and 165 Wonder Woman. Adam Hughes right now is super hot. He's always been hot. He's always been popular, but his Wonder Woman, his Tomb Raiders, his Catwoman, they're definitely picking up. And as you know, as long as you see Adam Hughes, the only thing I don't like about Adam Hughes is that his signature is exactly like how Adam Hughes does it. I feel like my lighting is like super dark, but hopefully it's okay. Hopefully you guys can see these books because they're actually really gorgeous. They're super dark. I notice I like dark books. I guess that's just something that I, or just people that do dark books. Like Delato, a lot of his covers are super dark, but I love Delato stuff. This is a spec book that I was talking about. So these are a couple of spec books. So this is Daredevil 58. This is my second copy. I picked it up for $4. And this one is Spider-Man Marvel Knights, number 9. This is the Last Stand. This is the first read of the Last Stand. So this one is the first appearance of the new Night Nurse. And I was talking about it maybe about a week ago. And about a week ago, it was going for about $6 to $8. I don't know what happened, but if you go on eBay, it's like a $15, $20 book right now. And it just shot up like really crazy. Yeah, so so I don't know, maybe, you know, like I said about a week ago, it's a spec book and stuff like that. So if you picked it up for less than $10, congratulations, because now it's going for like $15, $20 and stuff like that. This is Spider-Man number 9. So this one is basically like the death of Eddie Brock's story and stuff. Right now it's going for about $5. I don't know if it has any leg on it or anything, but definitely, you know, Venom's picking up. There's a lot. Venom is coming out, what, in October, in the middle of this month or the ending of this month with his number 1. And so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people definitely wanting to pick this book up and stuff like that. So, you know, as far as like speculations and stuff like that, so I don't read a lot of Green Lanterns, but I heard there was, okay, I don't know the exact story on this. So this one just came out this week, so you can still find it. And actually there's a variant for this, and that variant is pretty cool. But there's like a possible first appearance of either a guy or a ring, and the guy possesses a ring that has the power of all the rings. So it has the power of all the rings in one ring. And I guess kind of like an infinity gauntlet, I guess. And anybody can wear the ring. Like, they don't have to be chosen, whatever. Anybody can wear this ring. So there's definitely some danger that, you know, this ring possesses if it goes into the hands of the wrong person and stuff. So this one just came out, Green Lanterns number 10. So I actually want to read this book, dig into it. I'm so far behind on all my readings. Just things just been coming up, work and stuff like that. I mean, nothing negative, you know, all positive stuff. Like, I don't consider work as a negative because that what makes me afford all of my comics and stuff. But yeah, definitely want to read and dig into that one. This is the rest of my LCS pool. So I picked up Deadpool Mercs for Money. And I picked up Southern Bastard. I love this read on this book, The Southern Bastard. It's such a great read. I was reading it from number 1 all the way to now. Love this book. And I'll continue to read this book. Possible TV show or movie coming out with Southern Bastards. And I'm just a big Deadpool fan, so I'm just going to pick up whatever. The only thing I don't like about Deadpool is that there's just too much stuff coming out right now. It's just way too much. It's just like, it's like the Punisher of the 90s, man. And I hope it doesn't go that way. Because I really like Deadpool. He's super funny. He's the comic book that I can read and just like not think, you know what I mean? I could just read this book. Another great read. Jeez. Weed. The Wicked and the Divine. Just another great read that I've been reading. And I'm going to continue to read this book as long as they make it, or until it bores me and stuff like that. Occupy Avengers, inspired by the Occupy movement. Basically, Hawkeye is the leader, protecting the 99%ers. So the people that belongs to the Occupy Avengers are just a bunch of guys that have no superpowers. And so, you know, there's no gods, no mutants, no inhumans, nothing. It's just regular guys with awesome awesome abilities. And so picked this one up. And it's actually a really gorgeous cover. I didn't take the time to see who actually did the cover on this. Possibly Pacheco, I'm not too sure. But yeah, definitely want to give this book a read as well, especially when it has something to do with when it's inspired by something such as the Occupy movement. I've been seeing people doing like these blind bags and all that stuff, so I just picked up a couple of them. So these are like from Walmart. They had like a DC $5 pack and a Marvel. I think it goes for the same amount, $5 pack. So I just picked up the covers. You can't really tell what's in the back, and they shrink wrapped it so tight that it's hard to tell what's in them. So I figured, you know what, if the champions, you know, if they become big, I mean, possibly something like this where it's already shrink wrapped and not opened up might be worth something in the future. If you look at the team, I mean, it's a pretty solid team of people. So, you know, you never know. There could definitely be some leg on that. And can't go wrong with Wonder Woman. I mean, you can't go wrong with Wonder Woman, and that's for sure. That's for sure. All right, what we got? All right, so my boy went to Kamikaze and hooked me up big time. I gotta thank my boy. He got me some Neal Adams signatures. This is one of the books. So Freddy's 562 and myself, you guys know that we have a contest going on, our 200 subscriber contest. You guys are more, if you guys haven't you know, done your contest video, you got a lot of time. It runs all the way to like the end of November. What do we have? We have like 23 or 24 entries already, and we're just super, like, we can't believe it. It's going really well. Right around the 15th of November, if you guys watch my video, I showed you a stack of books and I said I'm not going to reveal the rest of it, but right around the middle of November, we're probably going to, myself and Freddy's, we're going to release whatever what's in the box. And this is actually one of the items. So it's signed by Neal Adams. This is Action Comics 485. The cool thing about this one is it's not, I don't know if you can see it, but so the original of this is supposed to be like this deep red, but I'm not too sure what happened, but there's some orange that went into it. So this one is actually harder to find because of the orange tint and not the full red tint. And of course, this is just one of my babies that he got signed for me as well. My Batman 251 right here. So Neal Adams signed it right there. My boy really didn't have a pleasant experience with Neal Adams, but you know, he pulled through and he helped me out, so that was really cool. He also got my very iconic Neal Adams Superman 233. I actually called this Superman #1 one time, and then Biggie's Comics was all like, hey, that's 233, that's not #1. So thanks, Biggie's. I made a mistake on that one. But yeah, so he got my Superman number 233 signed by Neal Adams. And not only did he do that, he got my book, but he also got me a couple of more copies as well. So you know, hey, one of these might actually end up in the grand prize as well. So yeah, definitely stoked to have 3 copies of this. Definitely not going to complain about that. It's such an iconic cover. And actually also got a random act of kindness that came in the mail. For you guys that might know, one of the other things I like to do is collect Starbucks cards. And I feel like this is super dark, but yeah, I like to collect Starbucks cards. So my boy, Jernos Comics, he's all like, hey, I used to work at Starbucks and I have some cards left and stuff. And I love these. These ones with the Braille on them. I love these ones. I love these cards. These are super awesome. And then, so he hooked me up with like a lot of the ones with the braille on it. You know, he must have heard that in I did a contest, something else that you collect. And yeah, it's Starbucks cards. And the cool ones that I like are the ones like these, like California, San Francisco. Because in Hawaii, you can only get the Hawaii ones, you know. But you have to go, you know, outside of the state to get like California and San Francisco. So yeah, and then this one was cool too. This is actually the first Starbucks card ever that Starbucks ever made. And so this is the first one. So this is really cool. This is definitely a collector's item. And this is from the, what is that, Greece Olympics and stuff. So this is really cool. He got me this as well. I'm not too sure if this is something that he got in the States or if this is something that he had to, he got it special. That's super sick. I love these things. I have like this crazy book. And I think that's it. Thank you, Jernos. If you guys are not subscribed to Jernos, he is definitely the man. Jernos has like this big haul that's coming up. Like it's like a long box and a half of stuff that's coming up, and I'm actually I can't wait for that one. So because that looks like he's got some stuff, man. So I don't know what the deal he got and stuff. Sorry, trying to respect these cards, man. But yeah, so Jernos definitely coming up with a with this huge haul, and I can't wait for that. So that's pretty much about it. That's my haul. Again, just wanted to thank everybody, subscribers. Thank you so much for, you know, watching the videos. I know I had a couple of long ones and stuff like that, but hope you enjoyed the Comic Hall of Justice. The reason I wanted to get this out of the way too is because there is a toy and comic show coming up next Sunday, this coming Sunday. And yeah, I want to pick up some stuff. There's some things on my list, not a lot, but there are definitely some books on my list that I want to pick up. And if I pick up a big grip, you know, I'll definitely like put that on the on one of my next shows. So yeah, until then, just wanted to tell everybody mahalo for your support. Thank you for, you know, just everything, the kind words and just being there. And you guys have been such a great ohana. For you guys that are new to me, ohana means family in Hawaiian. And you know, you guys actually have been just like family, gifting and just being super supportive, and you guys have been really awesome. And just thank you so much. You guys been, again, a super awesome ohana, and thank you. And okay, shoots.